sent to us by our friends Solar Flare Games. This is Nightmare Forest: Alien Invasion, now on Kickstarter. Before we get started, I just want y'all to know this is an early review copy, so my game is not going to be indicative of the quality of the game, but it is going to show you how the game is played. Nightmare Forest is under attack again, and this time we've got to survive and fight off a bunch of aliens from outer space before it's too late. These folks really can't get a break, can they? Who lives in this town? Unlike the fend for yourself runner Nightmare Forest Dead Run, Nightmare Forest Alien Invasion is a cooperative game that can be played with 1 to 6 players. To set up this game, separate the 4 levels of forest cards and shuffle each of the decks. Draw 2 cards from levels 1 through 3 and a single level 4 card for each player in the game. This will become your forest. Shuffle the cards together and lay out the forest as shown in the diagrams in the rulebook. Each player will then be given a player card, a standee, an action token with the active side up, and an equipment card from the deck. Deal each player 2 cards from the ability deck. Each player will then look at the abilities, discuss with the rest of the team, and choose the ability that they think will fit the team best. After an ability is chosen, the players will take wound tokens equal to the health on their ability card. Each player will then place their character standee outside the forest. Keep in mind, characters are not allowed to occupy the same space during the setup of the game, so all characters will need to enter the forest from a different location. Finally, lay out the turn card and choose a difficulty. An easy game will have 9 turns, normal game 8, and hard game 7. Now let's fight those aliens! Every turn, all players will have an opportunity to take actions using dice to help clear out the forest. It's not required for players to go in a specific order, and players don't have to complete their turn before allowing another character to start acting. There are 4 types of actions a player can take. A player can clear a forest space, choosing a forest location adjacent to their current location, flipping over the card, and fighting the alien, or dealing with whatever lies underneath. To fight an alien, the player will choose what weapon they want to use, if any, and then roll dice if necessary for any remaining damage that needs to be dealt. If a player deals damage equal to or greater than the alien's defense, then the alien gets placed into the communal experience pile, and the player gets 1 die back to their hand. The players may then choose to move into the space for free. I'll chat about movement in just a second. If 2 players are in the same space, they may choose to attack the aliens together, each using their weapon and die as they normally would. Unlike attacking solo, any die used during a joint attack is lost. If a fight against an alien fails, the alien will counterattack all players who fought against them by rolling dice equal to their level and applying the damage to each player. Besides aliens, the forest may contain other trials such as plasma mines and turrets, which will hurt all players surrounding the space where they're revealed, as well as energy snares which can keep players from being able to move throughout the forest. The forest isn't all bad though. You may just run into a hidden gear cache allowing you to gain extra gear, or find a survivor who will provide you an additional ability on your mission. Another action a player can make is to move throughout the forest. Very simply, a player may spend 1 die to move to any adjacent space in the forest. If a player chooses to move diagonally, they may suffer an ambush attack. For each card you pass in the diagonal movement, you will roll dice equal to its level. If you roll that many damage marks, then you will roll these dice again to determine damage dealt to the player. Once you've dealt all the ambush attacks, the player's turn will proceed as usual. A player can also choose to spend die to search for gear in the forest. To search for gear, roll a die. If it comes up with a single damage, you'll get a single card. If it comes with double damage, you will get 2 cards from the equipment deck and choose which one of those you want to keep. The last possible action a player can take, outside of any actions provided by the player's ability cards, is to spend communal experience to reroll die, heal, or level up. Each player can level up 3 times, each time gaining a +1 die token and being allowed to roll additional die on their turn. Once all players use their dice and complete their actions for the turn token will be moved down the turn board. To win the game, all players must survive and the forest must be cleared of all aliens and alien technology. If a player dies or the turn marker reaches the skull, the town surrounding Nightmare Forest is invaded by the alien forces. So that's the game of Nightmare Forest Alien Invasion. Personally, I prefer this version of Nightmare Forest over Dead Run because I find this game requires a bit more strategy. Dead Run is a great way to learn the fight mechanics of this game, and the fight mechanics translated beautifully into a game that has a bit more strategic depth. It's particularly neat to watch these games build on each other. There's a promise of a 3rd game that will build even further with this mechanic. In my playtest, the game ran a bit longer than I'd like, but it was still within the 15 minutes mentioned in the rules. I can see that being pretty easy to change up by scaling the forest to different sizes and setting the turn marker to a lower turn value. If you are interested in seeing more about this game, check out the Kickstarter, which is live like right now. Right now, guys! Oh, before you go, we're currently raising money for some amazing charities. All proceeds from these safety pin stickers will be split evenly amongst the 6 charities we think are doing amazing things. Help us help others in a real and amazing way. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. I will see you next week, weirdlings. Goodbye.